What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Driven Dave here with another video. Welcome new subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. It won't cost you anything, and you don't even have to watch any more videos. Just subscribe. Really appreciate it.
In 1,000
oh my gosh, he always talks over me. Ruined my whole train of thought. That's okay. I should probably pay attention to where he's telling me to go because I'm in a hurry. Got some more miles to do today, as usual. Probably make another stop at the gas station tonight. I know that's exciting. So, updates. I talked to my service advisor at the Kia dealership, and for those of you just joining, my 2018 Optima was chewed up by rats. They got the wiring harness in multiple spots. So my car's been there 2.5 weeks now, like 2.5 weeks. And so I talked to him today. He said that
1 miles. Go straight on onto I-210 East.
Okay. Sorry, just I had to know. I didn't really pay attention when I entered my destination in. But I spoke to my service advisor, and he just said, oh, yeah, well, we're still waiting on parts. So, once we get the parts in, we'll need another 2 to 3 days to finish it up. Now, he didn't tell me what parts, he just said parts. And, this is just such a weird time because before COVID, like back in, let's just say 2019, if he had told me that, I'd be like, yeah, you just haven't started on my car and you're using parts as an excuse. But, the thing is, the way it is now, the way things are going right now is like nobody can get parts. It just takes forever. So, I actually believe him. I've never said that about a dealership, but, he was right about the damage, and I think he's probably is waiting on parts. Watched the Car Wizard put out a video, and he said he can't get parts. And my mechanic George said the same thing. I mean, it's just kind of a ever-present problem. So I don't know what the solution is, but it's kind of a drag.
Go straight on onto I-210.
So, what my advisor told me was that a rough estimate would be another week until I get the Kia back. Although that probably means 2 weeks. He said if I haven't, if it's not done in a week, call him back and he'll give me an update. So that's nice. I got that going for me. I don't need to complain. It's just kind of a drag, man. I need that car back. I'm going broke on gas here. I mean, for real. I filled up Monday? I think it was Monday. It's Wednesday now. I'm down to half tank, but by the time I drive home, I'm going to be out. So I need to fill up in the middle of my day here. Other things, I was watching the Car Wizard's video, and there was a LS400 in for some suspension issues. Or no, he was just looking it over, and he discovered there was a clunking sound coming from the front end. There's a clunking sound coming from my car, and it's been doing it now for, I'm embarrassed to say, I want to say almost 2 years. But since I really haven't been driving the car, it just didn't matter. But since I'm putting all these punishing miles on, I think I ought to have it looked at. It seems the sound that I heard from the Car Wizard, he took the ball joint off and made the same sound that my car's making. So I do suspect that I thought it was either going to be ball joints or strut mount, but I think it's ball joints. And it's a common problem on these cars. I haven't had to do them yet. It's 232,000 miles, so hello. I certainly wouldn't be mad at the car. The good news, from what I could tell by the Car Wizard's video, is that the ball joint comes when you buy the ball joint for this car, it comes in its assembly. So it's just kind of 2 bolts and it drops out and you put the new one in. So it looks like I could probably do it myself in my driveway. I don't have time to do that, so I'm not going to. So I'm gonna have George do it. And I was pricing out parts. I mean, of course, George is gonna cost, he's gonna charge me for the parts because he's a shop and he has to. I found on the OEM parts pages, I checked a couple, and it looked like, and a dealership page, it looks like it's about $107, $108 per side for the whole assembly. I looked on Rock Auto, and they ranged anywhere from $8 to $45. The best one being AC Delco. I don't know. If I was doing it myself, I don't know. I think, in my experience, even though the OEM parts are more than twice as much, they lasted this long. I think they'd probably last another 200,000 miles. So I do think it's a situation of you get what you pay for, and that's what I'm going to pay for. Even on my backup car, because as this situation has proven, when I need my backup car, I need my backup car, and it needs to be ready to roll and go into battle. So I think it's just going to be the cost of doing business this time, which is a bit of a drag, but I'm going to have to do it. This is just one of those months where the hits keep coming. Luckily, I'm pretty busy, so maybe at the end of the day I'll make no money. Which is probably how it'll work out, but it's better than being in an extreme deficit. I don't know. I mean, I may end up in an extreme deficit this month. We'll see. Luckily, it's a busy time of year. So last night I hooked up the rat zapper. Shout out to my friend Maggie for hooking me up with that. And no kills yet, but we'll see. I'm going to put out a video on how to bait the rat zapper and get it set up. I know it doesn't have much to do with cars, but I mean it does, because I'm putting it near my cars, and I'm terrified. I mean, I am terrified of this rodent damage at this point. I'm scared once the Kia comes back from its $7,000 wiring harness job. I'm afraid, I don't even want to bring it home. I want to put it in some safe, hermetically sealed lab where there are no rats. And just, I just don't know what to do, because I feel like anywhere, oh look, a BMW doing something stupid. Imagine that. But yeah, I'm just afraid to even park my car at my house, because I just know the rats are going to be back. I'm worried about this car. I'm worried about the van. I'm worried about the Corvette. So yesterday I ordered a couple of these things. You hook it up to your battery, basically, and it emits a pulse, and it has flashing strobe lights. So I guess it makes the worst disco for a rat. It comes in, and the club is blasting terrible music and horrible lights, and they don't want to stay. I have one under the hood of the Corvette. It's not that effective, in my opinion, but I kind of feel like if I don't have anything under the hood of these cars, if I don't at least try, then I'm a moron. So even if it's not as effective as I wanted it to be, it still, I'm assuming, does help. I'm also going to be buying some more Irish Spring and drilling some holes in the bars of soap and put zip ties on them and just attach them to things under the hood. I hate the way it smells after a while. It just kind of makes the whole car stink like old Irish Spring, but I'd rather it smell like that than rat piss and poop. So that's my plan. If any of you out there in YouTube land have a better idea, I'm all ears, please. So there's that. And what else? Oh yeah, I saw a video this morning on the Lexus LX. I don't know. I just don't care. I think, these new cars come out, And I'm subscribed to a whole bunch of different car channels because I love cars, obviously. And whenever a new car drops, all the channels have it at the same time. And so I see all these videos on just the same thing, and somehow it makes me not want to click any of them. But this new Lexus whatever SUV came out. I'm sure it's great for $93,000 or whatever they're charging. I didn't even look. I just don't care. In my latest video, like the latest upload, I talked about the best cars for under $50,000. And that seemed, that seemed like a low number when I was talking about it. I was like, oh, yeah, it's a cheap car. That's insane. Like, why are cars that expensive now? Like, I remember when $50,000 was like, that would be a top of the line car, not just a bargain. So prices are just out of control now. And, when you're paying, $34,000 for a new economy car, like, get out of here with that, man. But I think we're all going to have to do it at some point, and that's a drag coming out. The whole point is, sorry to ramble on, the whole point of that is when I see these videos for these new cars that are $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, I kind of just don't care. Now, maybe if I made the kind of money where I could afford a car like that, maybe I would be interested. Even still, I'm not sure if I would want to pay that much money for any car. It looks like $40,000, $45,000 is going to become the new norm for, not crappy car, but not fancy car. The sticker price on my Kia was $42,000 when it was new. Thankfully, I didn't buy it new, because I'm not paying that. So I don't know. We're just kind of in a strange thing. What new cars came out that you didn't care about? I just don't really care about the new Lexus. Now, maybe in 10 years when it's like, 23 grand or something, and I want like a luxury SUV, then I'm interested, but not when it's 100,000 or whatever it is. I just don't know, but I'm guessing. Because again, I didn't watch the videos. I don't care. Now I'm tempted to watch them, but I didn't care before I talked about it. And same with like a new minivan, like the new Sienna Hybrid is a fortune. The new Kia, what is it, the Carnival, which looks pretty dope, man. I kind of like it. That's really expensive, but like people need minivans, so they're going to buy them. That's just the way it is. So anyway, just some thoughts, and just a little State of the Union on the car this afternoon. I'm tired. Looks like we are averaging 21.6 miles per gallon. Seems to be just about the sweet spot for my driving style. 195 miles since refill. 4 hours and 7 minutes of driving. Average 47 miles per hour. And we can go approximately 181 miles more on this tank. Some of my friends like to say, this is the drive I need you more on. Get it? Anyway, I will check back later. Well, friends, that's all we have for today. Another tank of gas. No surprise there. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.